Hello and welcome to another Ark Survival Evolved Taming video. I am Winslow and today we're hunting down the screeching terror of the tundra, the Yutyrannus. The Yootie can be found generally with a mob of Carnotaurus up in the northern tundra. It hunts with the Carnos, and next to the Giga, it is the apex predator in this region. The Yutyrannus was a dinosaur that lived in the early Cretaceous period, approximately 125 million years ago. The fossil record shows direct evidence of feather imprints with the recovered remains. Very little is actually known about the Yutyrannus because only 3 specimens have ever been recovered, and they were all found together in northeastern China. Because of this, scientists theorize that they were pack hunters. In Ark, Yooties are fearsome opponents, even while mounted. They are able to shout and increase damage of allies, along with fearing enemies. Because of this, it is extremely important to exercise caution. If your mount gets hit by the fear debuff, the screen will go dark and you will flee for 20 or so seconds. I like to get them into a corner or ravine and then systematically take out their Carnos. Kill all other creatures nearby, including Daedons and dire wolves. Once the Yootie is alone, you can start to snare it. Here I've used the grapple to a bird method, because I want to be far enough up in the air that I can't be hit by the intimidating roar, but can still snare it and start using tranquilizers. You can also lure it off of a cliff into a walled area or trap it with large bear traps. They can be snared with the net launcher, which completely immobilizes them, so that is realistically the easiest path to take. Be sure and keep an eye on your torpor gains because a high-level Yutyrannus is actually pretty uncommon. You don't want to have to start the tame over because their torpor recovers very slowly, and you don't want to accidentally kill it because, well, uncommon. Be careful when luring it somewhere though, because they really like to launch themselves off of cliffs. Up in the north, if this is near the icebergs, they will be unable to get back onto dry land unless you force them to swim out of the iceberg area. They swim very slowly and will be assaulted by sharks. A lot. You can take a bit of risk after the torpor hits a certain level. Like all other tames, when the torpor gets high enough, the Yootie will turn and run. Use this to your advantage and either snare it again with a net or keep shooting. Just make sure to keep it out of the water and don't let it run into wandering Carnos or mammoths. The Yutyrannus is a must-have tame if you are going to be tackling any sort of boss encounter. Their level matters, but any level Yootie can provide the same buffs. Their Courage Roar will boost attack damage of allied creatures by 25% and reduce incoming damage by 20%. Paired with imprinting, proper leveling, and strong saddles, your boss killers will survive a lot longer. Their Intimidation Roar will cause many creatures to become weakened and flee. Their damage output can be reduced by as much as 50%. There are some creatures though which see this as a challenge and will turn and attack instead, although still with the damage debuff. Here's a bit from my Alpha Manticore kill on Scorched Earth. I used 18 Carnos which were saddled and imprinted but otherwise not mutated, a passive healing Daedon and a Yootie to buff everyone. This is a pretty common setup. 1 Yootie, 1 Daedon, and 18 damage dealers of your preference. In boss battles, the Yutyrannus won't really be doing much damage themselves, though their bites are impressive. You'll mostly want to monitor the damage dealers in Daedon and make sure everyone is doing what they're supposed to be doing. Using whistles is very helpful to keep everyone in check and also move them out of danger, like in the Dragon Arena with the lava flows. The Yootie can take quite a beating and overall is an excellent tank for boss battles. You can also use them in open world hunting with Carnos, Allosaurs, and Rexes for going after Alphas, Gigas, or fighting Titans. Thank you for watching this Ark Survival Evolved Taming video. I am Winslow, and if you found this guide helpful, please consider leaving a like. I greatly appreciate your time and support, and we'll catch up next time.